could sail through. Like, because like right now, like we would be like, man, if we had the knowledge, we had to go back and use the way that we know to use it. We could have just been acing everything. You know what I mean? Like,
right. I mean, it's a world of information out there.
Almost too much,
It's
honestly.
just, well, I don't remember the term, but it's like decision paralysis or something like that. It's the kind of the same concept of that.
Do you like decision paralysis, like where like you have a hard time making a decision because there's too many decisions to be made.
There's so much information out there, you don't know what to look for, and you don't know what to.
That's interesting.
well, but that's
I
where
can see that.
but that's what I'm gonna say. That's where it's good, like with Google, because you can ask Google a question. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't like say for me, like if I wanted to know like even more about the Mayans, I know damn well I can't ask my goddamn family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know, if I had the internet, I'd have been able to be like, okay, so then I'm gaining more knowledge rather than like forgetting home and then like having to go to the friend's house because they got internet and shit like that. And now that's my second family and shit. You know what I mean? Like, if I had it like right there, just right there at my fingertips, it would have been a little bit easier to, you know, do some of those things.
But then you throw in the distractions too, though.
This shit makes me sad.
It does, but it's like you gotta comprehend it because it's reality.
Well, I mean, but okay, so do you think that we can't get all this information in books though too? All this information,
you can.
But they're in books, so it's like I guess people just don't want to pick up that fat ass book. You got a whole shelf of books. And look, it's only half a terabyte.
It's interesting you say that because it's like, again, like in some of the classes that I went to school for, you know, we did, you know, bookmaking and, you know, obviously they're like, you know, print is a dying industry and the reality is
save the turtles.
It is because everything's kind of going to that digital age. I don't think print will ever be dead because obviously people like tangible, you know, things, you know, flipping a page or looking at a picture or whatever.
One thing I like,
but
what do you like,
like about
he likes turtles.
Like Google, like shoot, if you're
turtle shit.
You're just trying to like do a quick search and say if I'm researching dogs or whatever, it'll
Shout
take
out
me
dogs.
to like
Puppies.
It'll take me to like research of like dolphins, like dogs, dolphins, and it'll go even deeper and deeper until I'm researching about
like
marine
dolphins
biology
were
life.
once dogs.
Next minute he's
Dogs were once
next minute
dogs.
he's in the anime.
But
Is that
I mean,
is that real?
But hold on, look how much knowledge you just went through.
Yeah.
But it's like some people are not gonna like look, he just went down a different rabbit hole. You were going to knowledge and you were going down that, and he said what? Oh, anime. Like he even went into the rabbit hole. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like YouTube or the internet. Like it just depends on which rabbit hole. Like if that little anime girl pop up and it's like, hey, it's like, oh, do you want?
I was clicking the anime over the puppies every day, all day.
He's just sitting there weighing options. He got both of the screens right there, like any, mini, miny, mo.
Guess it depends on
Depends
on what time of day it is, I guess.
How much time do I got?
Oh shit,
That's fucked.
what a world we live in. That's fucked.
All right.
Oh man.
He's just a character. Cause last night he was just like, we were playing a game. Like he was just like, man, we're gonna play zombies, then we're gonna play COD. And I'm like, okay, bet. So we get done playing fucking zombies, and then he's like, oh man, I think we're gonna go to bed. He's like, yeah, man, I'm probably gonna go watch a little VR, like a little 3D porn before we go to sleep. We're like, bro, I thought you were gonna play COD. he's like,
because he's the one who brought it up. Yeah. That's funny.
Taking care of business, all we can do.
Hold on, was that that girl character on the game? I think I was.
Wait, in Call of Duty, the one
What?
remember I was
On
saying
zombies, I think I was the girl character. You saw the girl
there's
character. See, look.
There's a character, an outfit. I was telling you this the other day that looks like a fucking like tight leather bondage suit, and I was like, what the fuck? You
Oh
remember?
yeah, on Call of Duty,
like all black, like
it's like
the only thing open is the mouth. Just waiting for a gag ball.
like a damn blow up doll.
Oh, man.
But it's crazy though. Like, all right, fuck, I shouldn't even say this, but I'm gonna say it.
No
so
regrets.
Pandora's box is open and
but
out.
no. But this is where technology is going to where like they actually have like ones where say if you're watching like porn, and then like you got like say like a dick sucking thing, like as the woman sucking.
We were talking about
it's sucking
this.
yours at the same motion at the same speed. Like how the hell?
Sex robots.
So look.
See,
With that being out there though
shit.
too, now it's even more likely for motherfuckers to be hermits, cause it's like, well shit,
What
I'm
else
gonna
do
just
you
go.
Gabe is just a loss of thought.
I've got
Like
my
he's like,
virtual reality on the TV, I've got
I
my
think
sex robot.
I got the noose ready to go because this shit's getting too fucking weird.
Top shelf, like,
I got the man. No, I mean you're not wrong though because like there are like robotics and AI and like there's shit like I've even seen.
You getting goosebumps?
No,
I honestly,
no, I'm saying, but
that's why I honestly
like the
laugh
texture
at,
of
Black
skin,
Mirror.
the texture of skin, like they made that shit feel real.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
Well, what was that? It was
Feels like a bag of sand.
I don't know which. Okay, I don't know which one of y'all were out here, but I think y'all were laughing at me. I think it was a show called Upload that I was watching on Amazon. Well, in there, the dude was dead, but he was alive in digital world, right? But they were trying to find a body to put his like conscience and all that in, so then he's basically like reincarnated. So like in there, like he was dead, and like it was about to be his like birthday or something like that, and so like his girl went out and bought like this suit. You can like rent these suits to where like she could feel all sensations when she's in the other world with him. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like they're even coming out with different shit to where, like Black Mirror. That's why a lot of that people be like, oh, well, shit, that's funny. But like a lot of that shit is basically coming to life with all of the virtual reality and AI and all this other shit. And then people, it's just like anything. People brush it off because like over time they've been just showing it. And then now when it's boom and then like you're fucked up with it, then it's like,
oh shit.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Shit. Yeah. No, you're not wrong. I think music and film is
crazy.
Music and film is a direct correlation of people giving insight into the future. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy because like even before this year there was shit written about
Ebola,
viral infections.
The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm. And voila, here we are.
Yep.
But that's the thing. Like people don't pay attention to those little senses, and so like when those people that like actually paid attention and put it together, and then what they call conspiracy theorists.
They're the crazy ones, yeah.
You're a conspiracy theorist, like. They're probably right. That's why they got them damn bunkers. Look, the motherfuckers in them bunkers ain't got no goddamn COVID-19.
Yeah, this shit's just sad, man. It's just sad.
That's right. Underground bunkers were sold out. Millions of underground bunkers in 2012 because they thought the world was going to end.
Oh yeah, it was
I think that was when the Aztecs predicted the world to end in 2012.
Yeah, I think that dude had dyslexia. That was 2021 for sure.
Oh man.
Honestly,
it is crazy that it's 2020 and this. Yeah.
Mhm. But see, that's like people don't pay attention to that, and then like when the shit happens, we're all gonna be sitting there with our tails between our legs. What the fuck?
Dude.
What
else is going on, man?
No,
this shit is just sad.
Yeah,
I'm just getting depressed because fucking.
He's like, I want to go on a walk.
I'll just kind of go off of that. It's not like a depressing thing, but I'll just say like.
I might as well just watch Midsummer.
I was about to say, look.
Some fucking sinister shit. No, I was reading something about how like humans, especially the U.S., operates as reactionary and not precautionary.
Well, we're taught to do that though. Like we're not taught to prepare. You know what I mean? Like even in school, they're not necessarily teaching you to prepare. They're teaching you how to work in an orderly fashion, walk in a straight line. You're gonna go to this class, and you gotta go to this class, and at this time, just like anything, you do what you gotta do. What you do after when you turn 18, you gotta go to work. You gotta be at work at a certain time. You're gonna be there from 8 to 5. Same time you're at school. Like that's all.
Where are you going?
Plopping some fucking turds in the toilet, boy.
But yeah, that's all they're teaching you is the systematic.
Yeah. Okay, so I like that to go off of that in just a different positive manner.
Please.
Yeah. I can feel Gabe. He's just like bubbling over
Fucking fuming.
If jobs weren't if jobs
Fracking.
yeah, you mother frackers.
Hey, just give me some water, man. As long as it's frack, man. I don't give a fuck.
If jobs were not a thing and we didn't have to live a structured life, what would you guys be doing? Like, what would you do with your day? Or
man, I wouldn't be in fucking Phoenix, Arizona.
Yeah, I
I'd
know
tell
that
you
shit,
that.
bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
where
I think I might be Cuban or some shit.
you gonna go castaway on me?
Yeah.
Get fucking started.
I can see that.
Yeah, I'd be Cuban.
I can see that.
What, you gonna go hang out with a ball on an island?
Hell yeah.
Fucking
man,
Might as well.
Fuck this. Fuck it.
Might as well just
I
relax
graduate
on the
one
beach
day.
and-
God damn it.
Look,
No, I would honestly, I think it'd be sweet to do
If you're first or last.
just road trip, just live in a van
Down
down
by
by the river.
Yeah, but I mean, then like when people ask that question, then they want to get technical, and it's like, oh, well, how do you make money?
Yeah,
and then it
yeah,
just
yeah,
turns
yeah,
into, oh,
yeah,
what's the
yeah.
fuck's your utopia? Like
See,
stupid
you know,
shit.
isn't
You know what I'm
isn't
saying?
That
Like
funny how you say that? It always fucking comes back to money.
that's what I'm
100%.
saying. It's all about a dollar, man.
Damn it.
It's all about a dollar.
God damn it. And it's
well,
just
we
being
have a
fucking
president that
printed
always
from
talks
nowhere.
About his fucking money. That's all he talked about is how much.
Gabe, he's
how
like, we
many
can
jobs.
get away from these negative thoughts and conversation.
God, like I mean that's not necessarily
No,
negative, but it's
no.
like that's where we have in America, like everything's about that dollar. You know what I
That's
mean?
the American dream.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. Like I don't think I don't know if we talked about it on here, but it's like when you change up that thinking from how many, like me working 40 hours times $15 an hour or whatever, instead of thinking of it as 40 products that you're trying to sell for a certain amount of money. You see what I'm saying? Like then you're having a different outlook. Like then more people will be entrepreneurs. You see what I'm saying? Like back in the day, that's all they did. They sold their fruit, their vegetables.
Well, it was all trading and bartering. Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
of
And that
service.
was the thing of like getting out there and doing all that stuff. So if you're able to be secluded, other things are gonna arise. Postmates is gonna arise. Uber is gonna arise. All those things are gonna arise because you want to basically not do something for yourself. But everything in the past was always you did it for yourself. You had those calluses on your hands from, that damn.
I
cold.
tried that.
The
Yeah,
working
man.
man's world.
You
Goddamn
see what
working
I'm
man's
saying?
world.
And so that's why they're so pissed off. Like, and that's probably why the fuck, like, the whole Congress is old as shit. You know what I mean? Like, they were born in the time. Listen, like, they were born in the times of like them actually doing that, and they're not realizing that the upcoming generation is totally different than when they grew up.
You guys ever seen Gran Torino?
I have. I love that movie. Clint, I love Clint Eastwood.
Well,
He's
just walking around,
Yeah.
like just especially downtown. Just that's how I feel every day, man. I just feel like
Yeah.
that old man just.
just sitting on his fucking.
Get off my grass.
Yeah, get off my lawn. I finally finished it. I never saw like
Oh, it's
like
a
the
great
whole
movie.
thing,
It's a great movie.
but yeah, it's just
Very,
funny.
very
He's just
racist,
like,
but-
It's been a long time I've
Yeah,
seen it though.
I'm not gonna say.
then- and
I'm
then-
not.
and
I'm
then
not
he-
even gonna say the words that he says, but
Oh my
man,
God, oh my
man, it's fucking hilarious.
yeah, he just
Goddamn,
and
putting
then-
these things on the goddamn cars.
and then he's just like. Yeah, that shit's hilarious. That's a great movie. That's a great movie.
Get in the car when the old girls get messed with. And they get
Yeah, good shit, man. Good
yeah,
shit.
great. Yeah, I like that movie. That's a great movie.
So I mean, well, I was just gonna say one last thing about social media. Okay, this is how we should all think about it. You know, I feel like this would make this whole thing a better place. Okay, are you ready?
Mhm.
So many people say,
Stop fracking.
yeah, no fracking 2020, 2021.
2021.
So, you know, a lot of people are like, oh, well, this person shouldn't have a kid. You know, like how did this person, how are they able to like populate the world? Shit like that, you know? So I feel like we should think about like, why does this person have the platform that they do? You know, why are people watching Keeping Up with the fucking Kardashians? Why are people watching The Bachelorette? Stop giving these
Accessibility.
Like, yeah.
Unfortunately,
that.
because
That's it.
Yeah.
That is true though. That is.
Hey man, I just wanted to lay
That's
that
how
on
they-
you motherfuckers.
but-
Cause
and
No,
that's
that's
the
good
same
insight.
thing. Like
You
that,
know what I'm
but
saying?
and that's where the
I know what
like
you're saying.
everything. But that's where social dilemma. The dude was talking about it. He was like, man, like I didn't know that me creating the like button for Facebook was gonna
have
change it
yeah.
to what it actually became, because now it became damn somebody
A
like
negative
a
instead.
well,
negative like, yeah.
that's why it would be
It's-
great
it's-
to
it's
just like
like-
interview like Zuckerberg. Like, dude, are you happy? Are you really happy?
Yeah.
I mean, when you sell enough names and information, it might.
But like, can you?
Say no more. We'll end it on that.
Facebook's like button. Have you seen the new like button? A little like
No,
emoji hugging a heart or something?
yeah. Honestly, like,
Oh
like,
my
okay,
God.
those things.
Dude, that's a
and
Jimmy
we-
John shirt, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty tight.
I
Where'd
like
you get
Jimmy
that?
Jimmy John's.
He
I
used to
worked
work for
there.
Jimmy
Oh,
John's.
for real?
He was a meat handler.
The gargantuan is pretty
No,
fire.
but I mean, it's okay. So like at this point, like this was on there too on social. I believe it was Social Dilemma about how there's literal psychologists that study fucking emojis and how people react to it, and how that triggers endorphins in people's brains.
And then I'm just wondering, like, how that helps us.
It doesn't.
Like, why?
It doesn't.
Like, why are
No, it
we
doesn't.
wasting time? It's just like space and shit. Like, why are we wasting time? Like, obviously something's wrong here. So why are we wasting so much time and money
Is that
doing
rhetorical?
pointless shit? Yeah, that is rhetorical.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unless you want to answer it.
I was-
What, do you want to go
I
to
was-
space?
I was just
You want to
gonna-
just hang out in space, Ron?
You already know.
God damn it.
You know.
How
You
did we
know.
get down
You
here?
know it's about. You know it's about power.
Yeah, sure. But, like, why?
Power. Money's power.
I know.
But
I
why?
know, but why?
But it's like,
why? That
okay,
is a good
okay, but you say why? So it's like, okay, we have one person to where we can say that as
Money's
Adolf
power.
Hitler,
Yeah, it is.
world, like
Knowledge.
world domination.
What?
Like
Knowledge.
that's where they
Knowledge
came
comes
up
with
with
money.
a lot of the things of like doing
get
the
money
mind
without
shit and using science or LSD or
Bob Marley
drugs
was probably one of the
to
most
utilize, you know,
Shout out
in
all the
certain
drugs.
ways. You see what I'm saying? So
He didn't care
I
about
mean,
money.
I'm glad they did like do that on the motherfucker. I'm sorry to say it like that, but because the motherfucker's good. But yeah, like
Wait, say that again?
Just that.
But yeah, like they used to do all that type of stuff. So it's like anything. You watch House of Cards. That's what they did. Like he was doing in House of Cards with moving all these chess pieces.
Yeah.
Especially when you got so many people that don't have like their own like say for their own say like for themselves. So it's like I can manipulate this person to do this because they can't even think for themselves. You see what I'm saying? We have so many people in America that just blatantly go for certain things like, Republican Party, Democratic Party,
Just
based
because,
off of, oh, well, I'm just going for them because, like, I like red. Or, you know what I mean? Like, it's stupid shit. And so then, like, you're literally.
I like red.
Yeah, and I laugh at it because, like, you go to, like, Kentucky and all these other places, you see all these damn red flags but then you the one on fucking food stamps. You ain't got no money, but you're Republican. How the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Like, you should be wanting something for yourself to build on that. Like, you're using a thing that a Democratic Party has made up, and then you're a Republican. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know, man. I mean, before like he took office, not saying that like things were great, but I think he scared everybody and put like a whole lot of fear, and then just kind of fucking ran with that shit, And now we're here. So,
what have I'm not don't anybody
What have
take
I
this
done?
the wrong way. No, don't anybody take this the wrong way. Not racist or anything like that.
I
But
am not racist.
It's one.
I can't even see you guys in the back of the room.
I was about to get into it. There you go. Fuck me up.
I can't even see in the back of the room.
I was about to say it's too dark over there.
It's too dark.
Oh my God! Did you watch the SNL
Yeah,
shit?
I didn't watch it
Oh
yet.
my God! We'll put it on, bro.
I was
The
telling
SNL
him, I was like,
I know.
Holy shit.
on the last debate, I was like, this literally looks like a fucking SNL skit, and it doesn't even have to be on SNL.
Now that you say that, I can definitely.
It definitely looked like.
But they like hit on all the dumb shit that was
Yo,
being
I'm just,
said.
I'm
Like, it was
honestly
just-
like, I'm just gonna go take that clip and just get the SNL fucking logo and put it in the bottom right hand corner. Boom, SNL.
Look,
Say
bam,
no
right
more.
out there. But it's like I literally like I really didn't take too much from it. Once again, besides that, Biden's been in there for 47 years and he ain't did shit. He was like, okay, cool.
But why didn't you
and
do
then
this,
Russia,
Joe?
yeah,
And
then
Little coyotes are transporting people across the fucking desert.
I didn't know. I didn't want to ask, but I just wasn't sure what. Is that like a derogatory term for?
I believe it's just
Like
he was saying
Mexicans,
like
Yeah.
illegals
Okay.
that are not
Coyotes.
not,
I was
not
just
good
like-
in his eyes.
Yeah, I was just like
it
coyotes.
was kind of in a sense like the
What
whole
the
fucking
fuck?
drinking bleach. if you will.
But
His metaphors are so out of the world that people, it's ridiculous.
But every time,
It's just like, I can't believe you
every
just fucking
single
said that, bro.
It's like, why though?
Huh?
It's like, why you gotta say that like that, bro?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, he said it a shit ton too. That's why I was just like, oh, it's just, it's cool. But
people literally
okay,
take
but
it figure,
think about all
literally.
that. Like we all laugh about it and shit like that. But think everything that he said still stems on fear. Everything he talked about is all about fear. Like even talking bad about Biden, it's like, oh well, I'm gonna put fear in your eyes of like what you may get as the next president. It's all about fear. Because my statement I was gonna make is that one thing that we have a majority of population of white people. The biggest thing is, and I feel like somewhat of the easiest is to scare white people. You see what I'm saying? Because that is the majority. So if we can get the majority of that vote, and then sprinkle off and get like some of the blacks, some of the Mexican and stuff like that. Then that's cool because they're gonna be like, oh well, I want law and order also. Like, oh, I'm tired of this. Like, I'm tired of people breaking in my house, or I'm tired of doing this. Like, so then it's one of those things where it's like everybody now has gotten a president like Donald Trump, because now it's like, okay, well, he's gonna fix the border. He's gonna be the one to make policing even better. You see what I'm saying? But I'm gonna bring jobs. Mm-hmm. So he brought jobs. What else has he done? He's talked about healthcare. For 3 years, he still ain't signed it.
Crazy times.
You see what I'm saying?
Like,
like, and so that's what it is. Like they're both up there talking and debating, but you're not really
saying
talking
nothing
about anything, or even sometimes not even answering the question.
Yeah. I don't have much to say on it,
I was gonna try and stay out of politics on this one.
Yeah, I think because I talked to my grandma. I don't know if you guys heard me. I was talking to Al, other Al.
Oh.
But yeah, and I was telling him how my grandma like bought the fucking book about Donald Trump, and then she's here bitching about Donald Trump.
Yeah,
and I'm
so
like, how the fuck you can't regardless if it ain't him that wrote it, like, and it's somebody writing a fucking you're supporting this man.
So all right,
and what do you what do you want to? You don't like him? What the fuck do you need to learn about him, bro?
All right, to go off of that in a different perspective,
shifting perspective.
Yeah, because I just nothing wrong with. I feel like we just been consumed by politics obviously this year and a lot of podcasting. But to shift perspective from that, do you think I think you had seen, or I don't know who all has seen the Filthy Rich on Jeffrey Epstein. Do you think that's kind of the same manner? Do you guys think that these documentaries about criminals like Jeffrey Dahmer, do you think that's kind of in the
Shout out Ohio, baby.
Do you guys think that's kind of in the same sense where we're glorifying people that shouldn't be glorified for doing wrong acts in life?
Well, I just think that now that people are able to express their opinion, you still get people out there, like even if they're bad people, you still get people that like their work or what they did. You know what I mean? Like bad people are still gonna have fans regardless of the fact. You know what I mean?
No, I mean because you're not wrong though, because like as fucked up as it is, we talked about this too with the Jeffrey Epstein thing. Like you guys know who that is?
No, 100%.
Yeah. Okay, so fucking what a scumbag. But how smart to run literally a fucking Ponzi scheme of prostitution. Like, what the fuck? Like, who comes up with that shit?
But was it prostitution on his private island?
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
I mean,
it's crazy. Mine.
That's where
here's Algan.
But that's the thing of those loopholes, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like anybody can. It's like having the door unlocked. Anybody can just walk in here whenever they want to. It's like just depending on if they want to or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It all comes back to just like you can't stop nobody from doing nothing, man. At the end of the day, if somebody wants to, if it's the border, if somebody wants to go over the border.
Can you please stop touching that mic, please?
What? Is it fucking?
I can tell you.
I knew exactly what he was doing.
Like, it doesn't mean shit. I used to tell my friend.
I can't tell if you're fucking around or not.
I used to tell my friend mom.
It's the fucking shade, man.
She'd be like, Ron, can you tell Andy to stop doing that? I'll look at Andy and be like, hey, stop doing that. He'd be like, how the fuck you gonna tell me? I'm like, all right,
I'm gonna still do it.
Like,
you can tell someone you want them to not do something, but it's.
And that's the thing of they talk about the war on drugs, but it's like even with drugs, like people are you're adult. Like you should be able to make that choice. You know what I mean? To consume cocaine or acid.
Shout out cocaine, shout out acid.
Like yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I was back from the dead.
He's ready to go round 2 tonight.
but it's like if you're able to consume that, like I feel like it's one thing if you're able to get it at like a fast pace
in
or
abundance.
easy, you can at a certain point you're gonna be like, okay, well it's there, I can go and see it. Kind of like how we talk about like Sedona. It's like, man, it's always right there. We ain't got to plan a trip for that, you know.
Right.
We could just drive up there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like even with the drugs. Like man, you be like, man, like the drugs is just there. Like I don't have to do them all the time. But it's like, okay, I can go on a Monday and go grab something real quick. You see what I'm saying? Then come back be fucked up, and maybe that could be your routine. Just a Monday. But then people think that just because something is free, that somebody's gonna consume it on a mass quantity all the fucking time. Just because the people that can't contain that addiction go above and beyond because it's something that is illegal. You have to be like homeless people. They don't want to be seen. They are always like unless they're like asking for money or something. Like they're always like
in the shadows,
hidden off. You know what I mean? Like they don't want to be seen because doing drugs is bad, but. Shit, everybody does them. Politicians do them. Like
I did drugs with a homeless man once. Yeah,
That's a true story.
That's a true story. No, it was cool.
No,
It was
that's
the homie, man.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was the homie.
Give us a little bit more insight.
I mean, just having too much fun, I guess, you know. And I just took a little smoke break, saw my homie, and I was like, "Hey,
bro, you want some of this?"
Yeah,
I feel that. I feel that.
He might have had a hell of a night after that. I don't know. We kind of just went our separate ways.
And also like with homeless people, like the ones that have like the signs that are like honest, like I'll give you.
I respect that more.
I'll give you some change, like hey, like I want to buy a beer. I'm like,
well,
all right, I feel that. Like,
yeah,
I don't want you to lie.
There's like a. You know, like everybody has their like different opinion on shit like that, but that's cool. I like that.
See, when I see a homeless person that's pretty well dressed and everything like that, I'm like, motherfucker.
You're not homeless. You're
Pulls
not homeless.
Pulls out a phone and shit.
Or has a dog. Like I don't even have a dog.
Hey, what if he just rummaged through the damn Goodwill receipt, the little donation box, and just got him a nice little fit? Shit.
See, isn't that crazy though that we all have these different expectations of what we have for our beliefs? Like that was kind of what I was talking about yesterday too, or the other day.
Last night.
Yeah, last night. No, it wasn't last night. Just in previous conversation this past week. About how we go into things or have certain expectations for whether it might be going to a job interview, these questions we're gonna ask, or you have this premonition of what a homeless person should be like, and it's just it's just mind-boggling to me that.
I mean, at the end of the day, like I feel like, did anybody give like what it should be? I was just.
What?
I mean, you said that we gave a premonition of what they should be, but I don't feel like we did.
No, but it's like as far as like a homeless person, like who are you willing to give money to, or who are you willing to help? Like what does that person look like to you?
And see, that's the thing. Is it
I
okay?
see
So
what
is
you're
it like
saying.
What does it look like, or what do they look like? Like how
what
do
does
they,
that
how do they act?
Well,
or-
for me, like it don't matter. Like if you're standing out there and you got that damn sign, and even if you look fresh, but you honest about the shit, like I just want to get a beer, I still give you some change because
I'll
shit,
be
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you're being honest about that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to read a sign like, hey, I got 8 kids at home, 3 dogs, and I got to take care of my wife. She got a broken leg.
It's like we got our own problems, bro. Like
There was
like, bro, like it's some stuff that I can believe, but it's like, okay, bro, you just went above and beyond to say like 8 kids.
I stopped giving money out to homeless people.
And some people have like crazy stories
So,
that.
like,
Do you have like
Yeah, when I was
yeah.
when I lived in Tempe, there was always someone on the corner of the street right before I turned to my house. And I was like, you know what? Like I keep passing these people, I'm actually gonna do something. So I packed up a whole grocery bag full of food.
I like that, so I was gonna go off of that. Yeah.
And I longboarded out there, and I wanted to give him the food. I want to have a conversation with the guy.
longboard out?
He was so fucked up on drugs, I couldn't have a straight conversation with him.
So did you give him food?
Yeah, I gave him food.
Oh, that's so nice of you.
And I was like, but
But
at
after
point-
that, you were
after
just
that, I was
like, no.
I'm not giving anyone more money.
I respect it, man.
It's
I mean,
See,
and
that's
I
that's
read,
the hard part.
I don't think there's a right or wrong.
No.
I only give money if the person's black, to be honest.
What
That's
if you
just
just
how
gave
I-
out food? Like people that
Or
have-
food, only if
I
they're
don't
black.
give out food for real. I just give out like some change, and if honestly, I think I gave out like you know the damn peanut butter and jelly, one of the little ones. I think I was driving one day, and I just handed it out.
Oh man, you gave him the Smuckers?
Yeah, I gave him the Smuckers, man. He was like, appreciate it, bro. Hey, it was one that had this is a black dude. He had this shirt, and it was every line that you read came out to be like him being cute in a sense. And so I read his shirt and I was like, and then it was like, well, who do you think the cute person is at the end? Mm-hmm. And then like I gave him some change. I was like, man, I like that shirt though. I was like, hey, I think it's you though. he's like, yeah.
But bro, like some of it, some of the homeless cats just funny as fuck. Like it's just cool to just have a fucking conversation, you know.
And that's crazy though. Like I feel like they're just regular people. It's just some like with the addiction and shit. Like,
mm-hmm.
Some have went down that road. Some it's like honestly, I feel like for felons and homeless, it's so hard to get back on your feet. Like as far as like with the PTSD and all that shit. Like,
and coming out of a facility that doesn't really offer you the proper way to get back into reality.
Well, it doesn't say.
Well, I mean, reality doesn't let them get back into reality.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the
saying,
facilities are crazy though, man.
Like when you've been institutionalized for X amount of years, and all of these people that may have been in your corner for X amount of years are no longer in your corner. What do you come out to?
Well, I mean, I understand that, but at the end of the day, like, you got to get over this shit.
No, yeah, I get that.
There was a facility. You're good. Well, there was a facility that I worked at in California for people with like rehab and shit.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I thought you were being sarcastic.
No.
I didn't know. Sometimes you just can't tell. It's all good. But for every I think the most we had at one time would be like 10. Like we were like a smaller facility or whatever. But for every client,
and this was like a rehab.
Yeah. Individually, like per day, like the client was charged $2,000 to $3,000 a day.
Oh yeah.
So then. Like people are like protesting these fucking facilities and shit, saying that they're all about the money and like they don't give a fuck. So it's just like that's just like a whole other side of shit that's just crazy too. Because you're doing all this to try to like help people, but then
they're not helping.
But then people find out that dollar sign and they're like, whoa.
Mm-hmm.
So
two things. Can I go off of that? So
yeah. Do you remember what you? I don't remember.
So one would be when I've. Like Narcan, when people overdose, what are you guys' thoughts on that? Like, because it's basically like reviving someone who's just gonna, and I don't want to speak for everyone.
It depends on if they have
but it's just like, if they're gonna keep doing the same thing, okay, I'm gonna, OD and then, get revived and then OD and then just keep getting these free revivals, like, and that's just taxpayer money, like.
That's true, but at the same time, isn't there somewhat of an obligation to like, if you see somebody dying, it doesn't
maintain,
matter what they're dying for.
I agree.
I mean, you got to do what you can to help them because there's a lot of stories out there where somebody tries committing suicide, they end up living, and then they don't want to die anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a very, very good friend of mine that, I mean, for the most part, that happened until natural causes and later, but, after he ended up doing something like that, he was like, shit. That was a stupid idea, and
kind of like a wake-up call.
Exactly. And so, I mean, it doesn't matter if the first one doesn't change their mind, or the second one doesn't change their mind. Maybe that third one will, or the fourth one will, or something. So I feel like there's always that obligation to at least try. You can't control what they're going to do, but you can control what you're going to do.
Yeah, that is true. And then too, like especially speaking on this, like suicide, a lot of the times, even with that, it's just attention for the most part too. Like they may like say like everybody know how to kill themselves, like to make it like permanent or whatever.
Cut sideways for attention, and long ways for results.
We're cutting that out. Jesus, I ain't never cut out nothing in this damn shit, but I'm cutting that out.
It's just gonna be a blank fucking audio in this, but he's just gonna be seeing. That's it.
Which goes into me saying like that's honestly with 2020. I feel like that's been a big thing with like just mental health. I feel like that's been put a lot on the forefront because like anything, they say put dirt on it or what have you. Like, oh, well, men not supposed to cry,
Put
all
some
this other
Windex on
shit.
it.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like that has probably hindered a lot of people in the past in which being able to, like, you know, just talk about different things amongst, like, say, men or what have you. You know what I mean? So I feel like mental health has been a big thing to come out, and I feel like I think that's a plus. What do y'all think?
Oh,
Like putting
men
more,
being able
or,
to speak
no, like
openly, like
just
their
putting
emotions.
focus on mental health, not just men, just putting focus on mental health.
I think it's super important, and I think
Yeah.
it's good that, like, you know, to even emphasize it even more, because mental health is a major issue with a lot. I mean, billions of people, essentially.
And it's signs
And-
like that nobody knows. Like, you know what I mean? It could be the simplest, like, change in somebody's behavior or something like that, to where it's like it could be accustomed because of this, or you know what I mean, this or that. And like a lot of the times, like not that there's not that much education on it, I feel like that's one of those things that people don't pay attention to. They're just thinking like, oh, well, you're being a bitch, you're being a simp, you're this and you're
Man
that.
up,
Taking the
man
easy
up.
way
Yeah,
down.
you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But at the end of the day, like, it may be something to where, like, it's really, like, affecting you. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, so many people, like, you know, would say go to work and then, like, come home. You know, go to work and come home and just be, like, that face at work, and then come home
Well,
and be, like, a fucking hermit.
Yeah,
the
you're
whole
you're
time.
not wrong too, and just because in the day and age we live in too, you know, it's like, again, you know, okay, all right, what if now you're working from home, and you could, like, there are literally
don't get
probably
that social
there are literally people who probably you know, go through their days without having any form of social interaction with any person,
Well,
because you could still go to a store, okay, like, even if you are, like, have social anxiety and you have to go get your groceries, you can now order your groceries and have someone put them in the fucking back of your trunk and not even speak a word other than maybe like thank you. So there's just such a gap now between.
Well, but that time too, though, like, even then, like, I feel like you have that ability to do that, but then sometimes I feel like it's a lot of things where, I think I've made the term, you can become a prisoner of your own mind, to where, like, you actually can. So a lot of those people Castaway is a fucking perfect example, like.
Where your
Being
best friend's with the ball.
social, just being social with other people is what you're, like, humans want.
Yeah, it's human interaction. We're that's
Like, we actually need the shit.
Yeah.
Like, so solitary confinement is a fucking punishment in jail. Like,
that's why I agree. And I think in even growing up, I, like, look back and I think that's why a lot of schools have started to integrate like yoga and meditation instead of, well, let me go sit in a fucking desk and, you know, write, I will not do this, I won't, you know, it's because it's just, you know, it's just not relevant to, like, what people should be dealing with in their minds.
I've always wanted to be in one of those comfy rooms at solitary confinement where you just drive in a straight jacket and you just get to bounce around on the walls. Can't hurt
Dude,
yourself.
I like
I'll be right back.
All right, I'm gonna head out.
that shit I would freak
Yeah, me
out,
too.
bro.
I
I would like being in
my
a trunk,
arms,
like,
like-
dude, I'm like claustrophobic, dude. I will
I like
freak
my
out.
space, like, you know.
I started freaking out on a fucking plane one time, and I just had to like calm myself down. I was like, dude, I can't.
do some breathing
I was like,
techniques.
I gotta get the fuck out of here. But what the fuck am I gonna do? Hop off this fucking you know?
Plane, yeah,
like, Jesus, dude.
and it's weird though. Like, for me, it's just like being able to move my arms. So it's like I can, if like my
Especially if
legs
you're
are
in the
stuck,
middle.
like, I'm good. But like being able to move my arms, like, man, get the fuck out of there. Shit, I gotta move these motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's
They're
just-
trapped.
Dude, I'll go nuts.
Fun times.
Yeah,
Kinda
man.
remember- and then I think I think we spoke about it once before, but it's like sleep paralysis and stuff, like, and things of that nature. Like, you know, that's one of those things where it's like like they say your dreams tell a story or whatever, like something that's going on the outside. You know what I mean? Like, I guess
That's what they say.
yeah, I guess it's like something of like things of like if you're falling and you never hit, or you fall and you actually hit, or you know what I mean? Like, there's certain things like you.
Yeah, is that a real
pick up.
thing?
Yeah.
Like if you're falling, because I always wake up.
Yeah,
But
like
and
about
it's
that
crazy
far,
though, because it's like
when-
it could be like something that you're worried about on the outside, like, you know what I mean? It's like something
There's
work,
like people
or,
who study this shit.
yeah, like it's crazy, and that's where the thing of like everybody wants to dive deeper. So it's like when they keep talking about like aliens and all this other shit, people just want to continue to know more, like what's out there further, what's out there deeper in the fucking ocean. Like, let me go ahead and go down here.
Fuck the ocean too, man. I ain't going out there.
I love the ocean.
I think honestly the ocean is one of the closest things we have to like modern day aliens that we know of, or that we can.
You think they're under us rather than above us?
Could be, yeah.
No, I think they're 100% above us too.
Well, I think it's everywhere, but tangibly what we can see
Have you ever seen that goblin
beneath
shark?
us, like.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
I mean,
Hold on. I got a friend named Abby, and he's an alien. So stop it.
oh man, here we go, going back to the fucking coyotes. All right.
Jesus. Well, man, you guys got any last words, or
Any last
or
words?
you want to keep it going? Or?
I mean, we can keep it rolling if y'all want to. That's up to y'all.
My ass is kind of hurting on this.
All right, let's
Oh,
wrap it
yeah,
up.
pause, man, pause, bro. Yep.
You can't be talking like that, bro.
Oh.
My ass is hurting.
Yeah, on that note, we out.
Well,
And we
to
out.
make us look better, way too many squats, and we out.